I don't think I ever heard it. I don't really listen to ICP. Who's that? Who's ICP?
Hello, hello. Hello, what's up? What's good in the hood? All right, I think we're both good.
Hi.
All right, hello and welcome to
Hey,
the number 347 ranked sports entertainment podcast on the planet.
motherfucker, this ain't Cheap Heat.
No, it's better than Cheap Heat. Don't be repug up in this.
Don't be stealing the intro then.
Wait a minute, they're the number one. Uh, it's not a man. How you gonna call me out? You fucking. All right, you
What
take
the
you
fuck?
take over. You take over, cause now now I've been my feelings are hurt. So go
Your
ahead.
feelings are hurt?
Yeah, you kicked me right off my right off my track. So
Oh,
what's up, dog?
nothing, man. Trying to figure out where the fuck all that noise was coming from.
What
But
noise?
I was accidentally playing some shit, but it's off now.
What were you playing?
I'm pulling up shit like, results and shit, for the show. And I accidentally played a video and I thought it was you. I was trying to figure out what the fuck you were playing, but it wasn't you at all.
Yeah, no, no, no. I'm doing it right.
Fuck you saying I ain't doing it right.
No, you're not doing it right. So what's going on,
You're
man?
not doing it right. You be
It,
stealing other people's catchphrases and shit.
it's been 2 weeks, man. It's been 2 weeks since we last saw each other on
Well, there
this.
wasn't shit going on last week.
No, plenty went on last week, man. I don't
What the
know.
fuck was happening last week?
Um, what's it called Backlash was last week. Um,
Yeah, that shit was like after we would have already recorded though. That's why we waited till this week.
I think bi-monthly is a good, you know, is a good kind of rhythm so far. I think it's not that bad.
You've always been into the buy stuff, so yeah, I agree.
You got me. You got me.
Ah,
So, what was your backlash? Caught some backlash. Pretty much
Backlash fucking sucked.
everybody hated it. I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome.
Oh fuck, here we go again. Are you gonna tell me how great it was? Like WrestleMania was great?
WrestleMania was great. Go back and watch it, dude. Go back and watch it.
No, I'm not gonna do that to myself.
Yeah, whatever. You're a hater.
You said go back and watch it, then we sat here for a goddamn hour and a half talking about it, and then you were like, "Oh, maybe it wasn't so great after all."
No, I never said that. It was. I don't. I don't flip
I
flop.
asked you to tell me what was great about it, and we came up with like three matches on a what 5 hour show.
No, it's not true.
Go back and listen to our
Okay,
podcast.
Ronda Rousey. Okay, was great. Okay, Brock winning was great.
No, to you, you're the only one that thinks that was great.
Why Roman winning would have been better?
No, either way, it would have been horrible.
Right. So you're just a pessimist, dog. You need to relax and lighten up. It ain't as
I'm I'm lighting up, dude. You like a lot of horrible things.
that's true. That's why I'm your friend. You know.
You're fucking. I was watching Raw and I was like, I saw they're starting that gender and Roman feud. I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
you're fucking sitting at home like with pom poms and shit, doing cheerleader dances, watching that shit.
So you know that Roman's turning heel because obviously Jinder's the face, and Roman's got to be the heel if Jinder's the face. So
Yeah, all right. So why don't you tell me what was so great about Backlash since it was a great show? Let
well,
me hear how great it was.
I thought the continuation of Daniel Bryan and Big Cass, that story kind of like that was an awesome match, man. I thought that I actually that was the first time I saw Big Cass, like, and I was just like, all right, like, he's not that bad. And then,
That
so,
match was horrible.
okay, what was so horrible about it? Why don't you tell me? Go ahead and tell me, sir. What was horrible about that match?
It was not a good match. Big Cass is not a good wrestler. He's not a good heel.
Yo, first of all, yo, he is 7 feet tall, and you
Who
can't
cares how tall
teach
he is?
that. You can't teach that.
Apparently, you can't teach him a lot of things,
Like,
like how to put on a good match.
supposedly he beat up a midget after.
Yeah, or how to
Vince
follow
McMahon.
instructions.
Yeah, Vince McMahon
Yeah.
told him no.
Yeah, and all of a sudden he wasn't on SmackDown anymore, and it looks
But
like
n-
they're moving on from that feud.
but now, guess who everybody's talking about?
Who, Big Cass?
Big Cass.
Who's talking about him? No one's talking about him. You know what they're saying? They're saying,
We're talking
I'm glad
about
he wasn't on SmackDown. I'm glad they're going to end this feud. That's what they're saying.
I don't know.
I mean, it wasn't the most horrible match, but I mean, come on. Big Daniel Bryan, his first, big pay-per-view singles match since his return. I expected a lot more. I expected
I thought
better.
it was classic Daniel Bryan, big man, big man versus Daniel Bryan, kind of big, like Kane versus Daniel Bryan, kind of ish. That's what
They
it reminded
needed
me
a
of.
better big man than a way better big
Who?
man.
Braun
An-
Strowman.
Anyone's better than Big Cass.
Come on, man. Now you're just hating to hate. Can't you just?
No, I'm not hating the hate. I was actually into the feud when it began. I thought that what they should have did is made Big Cass like the Miz's muscle. I mean, you want to build up the Miz match, save that for SummerSlam. That's fine. I thought make him be like Miz's backup, make
You mean
Daniel
the
have to go
Miz
through him
Taraj.
to get to the Miz.
You mean the
Yeah,
Miz
not
Taraj.
like the Miz Taraj, just like a bodyguard or someone that watches his back, or like someone that Miz is paying off to take
Like
out
Miz
Daniel
Dow.
Bryan. Yeah, but like it's not Mizdow. It's like he's paying him to take out Daniel Bryan. He's like a mercenary. He's for hire.
Like Virgil.
Well, not Virgil. I mean, look at Big Cass. He's not Virgil.
Yeah, but
He's a mercenary. He's like the APA. You're hiring him to do a job.
yo, that's horrible. I would turn that.
Yeah,
television
it's
off.
better than this weak ass storyline about Big Cass.
So,
Like,
Big Cass.
look at me. I used to be short like you.
No. That's not the
all this
storyline. The
bull-
storyline is that he is coming back from injury. At the same time, he's been off of TV for about what, a year?
Yeah,
A year?
he said that once.
He's been off.
And
of TV.
every promo since he's been doing this. When I was younger, I was your size and
But it's true.
stuff.
It's true, isn't it true?
That's what you're building your feud around. I used to be short, now I'm tall, so I'm better.
That's not, bro. That's not the feud, though. You know that. That's not.
That
the feud.
is the. If that wasn't
No.
the feud, then why would he have brought out a midget
Because look.
to
that-
emphasize the size difference?
All right, bro. But the beef between Cass and Bryan is not him being short. Maybe it's him being like, look, why is everybody like Daniel Bryan? Like when he ain't shit to me, right? Like that's pretty much what he's trying to get across. Like Daniel Bryan ain't shit. Root for Big Cass.
He's doing a horrible job because
Uh-huh.
he's bringing out midgets and
I thought it was cool.
cutting. I don't know.
I thought it was cool. Hey, shoot.
I just expected more. I don't know. I don't know why I expected more. I
You need
mean,
to just sometimes,
Cass has
man, when you
never
watch-
had
when you
great
watch wrestling,
matches.
You need to just sit back and suspend your disbelief, bro. Sometimes. That's what
I
should
did
do.
suspend my disbelief. I believed that Big Cass was going to actually have a decent match with Daniel Bryan. I was way off.
All right.
All right, okay, we disagree on
Moving
that. What else? What else was so good?
All right. The kind of evolution of Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ, man, that was a great match. Tell me, and then the way it
That
ended,
was a great match.
the way it ended. With,
I hated the ending.
Oh, but you know that WWE wasn't going to give you a clean finish. You know they're not going to give you a clean finish on a Backlash pay-per-view. You got to wait for SummerSlam for a clean finish, dude. Come on. You got to wait.
You think they're going to carry this to August?
Fuck yes.
They're going
yeah.
to they're
much
going to
you wanna
have this feud go like 6 months?
How much you want to bet? Why not? Why not?
I don't know, man.
Who else is AJ gonna fucking?
Right now SmackDown's loaded, dude. You can go AJ and Daniel Bryan. You can go
Okay.
AJ and Samoa Joe. You can go AJ and Jeff Hardy. You can go AJ and The Miz. You can go AJ and Randy Orton. All of those are fresh matches. Every one of those is a fresh match. He has like 5 top guys he can have feuds with.
AJ and Samoa Joe is a WrestleMania match. Okay, that's a Mania match for sure. Or AJ and Daniel Bryan might be a Mania match. But SummerSlam is Shinsuke and AJ for sure.
I think that's pulling it a little, trying to stretch it out a little too far. I mean, you've got like what, 3 pay-per-views till then? They're gonna have 3 more pay-per-views with no finish.
Well, the thing is that they have to get into their groove, right? Like, they have to get into their like. They haven't really had their classic yet. You know,
This was the best of the matches, though. I mean,
right,
this was on its way to being a damn good match.
Because it was hardcore, right? Because it was like Shinsuke was like hitting him with, man, there was some solid shots going on, and I was
that
like,
chair to the face when it wasn't even on purpose, but that was
awesome.
That made the match way better. That was badass.
Didn't that make the whole pay-per-view though? Almost.
I don't know, man. That one match. I mean, maybe the ending of that brought the match down a lot, though.
Oh, then why don't you go get a refund for your $9.99 that you didn't pay for, bro?
I don't need a motherfucking refund, man. Yeah, just because something is not expensive doesn't mean it can be shitty.
First of all, you did. It's not expensive. I mean, you didn't even pay for it. That's the first thing. That inexpensive.
I pay my $9.99 a month, motherfucker. I paid for it.
Do you?
Yeah, I do, motherfucker. I don't steal. At least not the network. All right, yeah, okay. Let me ask you this, though. Hey, public toilets are free, too, man. But are you going to use them if there's shit all over it?
I have.
No,
at the gathering of the Juggalos. Yo, so,
Gathering's different.
So, also another great thing about the pay-per-view is that Carmella retained her fucking championship.
That match was horrible.
No, that match was not horrible, bro.
That match was horrible.
That match was amazing.
All she did was yell the whole match and strap on a chin lock. That was a horrible match. She, great character, horrible performer. And in there with Charlotte, it exposed her like, this girl.
What are you talking about?
Carmella. I know you have this, you're obsessed with Carmella. You know, you're sending me all these pictures of Carmella, you know. But, you know, she is not.
You got to call me out, bro.
I am calling you out, dude, because you called me a fucking, what the hell did you call me?
Unabomber?
You called me, no, what the fuck did you call me? You called me a homosexual because I didn't think she was hot. And I called you a pedophile because she has a little boy's body.
No,
all right, let's put it on the table, you know.
Bro,
that
all right. First
great
of all,
character,
why would she be the champion right now if Vince McMahon, right, did not? Oh God damn it!
Because they painted themselves into a corner.
Oh,
that's exactly what happened.
Yeah, like they couldn't have left that belt on.
1 year ago, they painted themselves into a corner, and they have this thing with Money in the Bank where they feel like you have to win it. You know, they want to keep their stat. They want to make it seem like every time someone gets gonna win it. Yeah, and don't bring up Baron Corbin because you know he lost it because he was being punished.
Okay, what about
if he wasn't being punished? You don't think they got it?
What about Sandow?
Sandow, they painted themselves into a corner there too, and they were scared to pull the trigger because they didn't believe in him. You know, they had belief in him. In the last second, they pulled it out. But come on, there was like 3 guys that didn't cash in. I mean, even when guys aren't ready, they do it. Look at The Miz. I mean, The Miz was not ready back then. They still gave it to him. Everyone that's won it that wasn't ready, they still gave them the title, aside from like 3 guys in the whole history of it. I think they painted themselves into a corner with Carmella because, I mean, come on. The way where they were at, you know, Charlotte just ended the streak. Do you think they wanted to put the thing right on Carmella immediately after? I think, you know, they painted themselves into a corner. And please don't fucking cover me with Carmella, you motherfucker.
Keep going.
Get that shit off my...
No, keep going.
No, I'm not going to keep going. You're going to cover my beautiful face with that shit. Our listeners, all 7 of them that download our show every week, they much rather look at me than that.
All right.
Just saying.
Well, there you go. We'll keep her.
All right.
We'll keep her up here.
I mean, I'll tell you what was good. Seth Rollins and The Miz. That was great.
I actually didn't see that match, and I saw that was a 4-star.
So the best match on the show is what you didn't see.
Yes, Seth Rollins and The Miz don't really excite me either way. Like I'll watch them, but like,
Are you serious right now? They're like two of the best in the WWE right now.
yeah, but they're kind of stables. You know, they're like
Seth
they're
Rollins is on fire, dude.
yeah, but like I said,
What,
he
you don't like great matches every week on
no,
TV?
I like heel Seth Rollins, not babyface Seth Rollins.
What does it matter, dude? He's having the best match on every show he's on.
I like him talking. I like him on the mic. I like him making fun of the crowd.
He's not great on the mic either way, you know.
He's
So
awesome on
what's
the
wrong
mic.
with
What are
the
you talking
Miz
about?
then?
He's amazing on the mic, dude.
Miz is probably the best on the mic in the company right now.
The Miz. I've watched the Miz for 20 years now, bro. What are you talking about? I'm over the Miz. I'm just
20
saying.
years.
I'm just saying. I'd rather watch like Shinsuke. I'd rather watch AJ. I'd rather watch Samoa Joe. I'd rather watch Braun Strowman. I'd rather watch so many. I'd rather watch.
So you just pick and choose what you want to watch now?
No, sometimes like if I don't see it live, I won't bother to go back and watch it. You know,
Yeah.
like
That
what?
match is worth going back and watching, though. I mean, you're telling me this was a great show. I mean, I expected that to be like 75% of your argument, and you haven't didn't even see it.
Yeah, I didn't even see it. No,
Damn.
well, like to the big news of this week, right? Of yesterday, right? It seems like what's it called? Like looks like CM Punk is making his return to the ring, bro.
No, he's not, dude. He's doing a fucking meet and greet.
Bro, I said it's gonna be CM Punk versus what's his name? What's that guy's name? Kenny Omega. And watch it come true, man.
He's doing a meet and greet.
Okay, but you
He's
don't
not
think
wrestling at that show.
why? Okay, okay. Maybe he's not wrestling at that show, but is he making a return?
He's doing a meet and greet because it's in his hometown,
Okay.
and they're offering him a shit ton of money.
Okay.
You call that a return?
Okay.
So if he's done comic book conventions. He's done fucking. Are those returns?
No,
I mean,
he hasn't actually. He hasn't.
yeah, he does actually.
This is his first wrestling capacity that he's been.
But he's done comic conventions and all this other kind of
because
shit.
That's because he's a writer and he writes those.
But
books.
it's no different than him going to a wrestling
But
convention.
those are not comics about wrestling, bro.
It's just another autograph signing, though. If you offer him enough money, he'll come do an autograph signing.
Dude, it's not just another autograph signing. Because what, you don't think he's been offered money? You don't think WWE's offered him money? You don't think people have offered him fucking dough?
Well, he's not going to do nothing with the WWE. That's the thing.
Okay. Well,
If an independent promoter offered him enough money, if someone out in fucking some bumfuck town offered him a shitload of money to come sign some autographs, you don't think he would do it? It's just that nobody had that kind of money to pony up for CM Punk to come out. And now, All In is a big fucking show. They sold out today in an hour. They sold 10,000 tickets in 1 hour today. That show is sold out. Yeah, they did. They sold out their show. 10,000 tickets one day. Not because of CM Punk, I'll tell you that. Because he's not even on the show. He's going to be at there's like a podcast festival going on adjacent to the show that same weekend. All these big podcasts are going to be in town doing live shows, and it's within that he's going to be doing a signing and shit. So it had nothing to do with that, because if they wanted to see CM Punk, they'll just buy a ticket to go see the podcast shit. Because there's no guarantee he's going to even show up at All In. And even if he does, he's not going to wrestle. So, I mean, if you want to see him and meet him and ask him questions and get autographed, just go to the signing. I'm guaranteed they didn't sell out tickets because of him. They sold out tickets because they have announced, a shit ton of great wrestlers, They just announced Mysterio's going to be there now, I mean, they've got a hell of a...
And you don't think the fact that CM Punk is making appearances, I think, are you just arguing to argue with me, bro? Because I don't.
No, he's not making an appearance on the show, though. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay, but that's not what I'm saying. I said he's not. He's making a return to the ring, is what I'm saying. Slowly, evidentially, like
but
this is
he's not.
So why would
He's
he
got a UFC fight coming up, dude.
in
They're
June
not
next
gonna let
month?
him return. Yeah,
It's next
you think
month.
they're gonna let him wrestle before his fight?
That's why it's not. Look, that's why it's not. That's why his appearance is just marked as an appearance. It's not a match because he's not allowed to have a match,
Mhm.
right? But he
Okay.
wants to be involved with this pay-per-view, right? Clearly, he needs to be involved. Wait a minute, he needs to be involved with the pay-per-view, right? So,
But he's not.
so pending. Let you talk for like 15 minutes. Now let me talk. So pending, you know, the outcome of his match, and he probably knows what's up. He probably knows that.
He gonna get his ass kicked?
I mean, he's not a fighter, bro. You know, he's not a fighter. Um, and you could just tell that, like from the way, like the way he got beat and the look on his face after, the look on his face after, like when he got hit, it was just like, oh, oh,
Oh shit, this is real.
yeah, it's different. Um, so pending that, you know, and because his fight is next month, and he can't go and announce, oh, um, I'm gonna be wrestling. You know what I'm saying? Because he's with the UFC. But if the fight goes bad, then he's got the ticket sales. He could help the ticket sales with the event, right? So the event, by attaching his name to it, and now there's names attached to it. You know, if his fight goes bad, then it's a match. If his fight doesn't go bad, and if UFC doesn't cut him, right? Because UFC might cut him. If UFC doesn't cut
They're
him,
definitely gonna cut him if he
right?
loses again.
So if they don't cut him, then it's just an appearance.
Mhm. Okay. Here's the thing, though. A couple months ago, when you talked about, he might be at this show, and I was like, no, that's never gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then they had like some back and forth on Twitter where they were like teasing it, and I was like, wait a minute, he may make an appearance here because they're teasing it. And I knew he wasn't gonna wrestle, and I thought maybe they're teasing it. He's gonna make an appearance, whatever. But then here's the thing. Nothing ever came out of that. I mean, if you're Cody, if you're the Bucks, and you could get him for an appearance, and you're trying to, I mean, there was no guarantee they were going to sell out 10,000 tickets,
But they
I
did.
mean, but I'm saying this is the only independent event that has sold that many tickets, like, ever, I mean, TNA, ROH, no independent has ever sold this many tickets, aside from the WWE or New Japan, So no one was even, most people thought that there was no way they would ever sell this many tickets and that this was a lost cause. And they shocked the shit out of everyone and sold out all these tickets in a fucking hour. But this wasn't a made deal. So if you were Cody or the Bucks, don't you think you could get Punk to appear? Wouldn't you announce that to guarantee you'd sell these tickets? You're trying to sell these tickets, you'd announce something like that. But instead, they announced that he's going to be at the convention, which is, before the show. It's like some separate place. It's not even there.
Because he can't put like his fucking, he can't be wrestling right now, right? So
Yeah, I'm saying just to make an appearance, though. If he was going to make an appearance, don't you think they would have announced that? So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no guarantee. I mean, he's probably going to lose, but what if he wins, Then he's definitely not going to be able to make an appearance. I mean, I can see if he loses, if he gets his ass beat and he gets cut and he's going to be there anyway. And, the thing is, though, the event's already sold out. You know how much money CM Punk's probably going to demand? I mean, imagine how much money he's making just to sign autographs. So imagine you got to double or triple that to get him to actually appear on your show. If your show's already sold out, you already got all this talent there. Are you going to pony up that much extra money just to get CM Punk to come out and cut a promo? I mean, you're already sold out. You're going to put up that much money?
He already sold the tickets.
But you're already sold out.
But he sold the tickets.
He didn't sell the tickets, though. He's not even going to be at the show.
Yo. I can't wait to see this show, and then you can.
How are you? Yeah, but you're giving CM Punk credit for selling out this show when he has nothing to do with this show. You're giving CM Punk way too
All
much
right.
credit.
He's the only mainstream name on this fucking lineup, bro.
Nobody cares. Nobody into this show cares about mainstream names. That's the problem. You're Mr. Mainstream. You don't watch indie wrestling, so you don't understand
Wow.
how big of a deal. You yourself have said you don't. We went through All In the last time, and you were like, I don't know who half these names are. So now you're gonna sit here and tell me and act like I'm offending you,
All
and you
right.
said
So
yourself you don't know who they were.
when have you watched an indie show where you knew more than half of the fucking people that were on the fucking card?
I know everyone on every show I watch.
All right. So, I don't watch every WWE event,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't watch every fucking indie event. But when I
Mm-hmm.
do, it's because I've heard that A, it was a good event, or
Mm-hmm.
B, because I have nothing else to fucking do, and anytime I watch a fucking indie event, I never know anybody on the
Okay.
fucking card, right? And
Yeah,
that's
but that's what I'm
just
saying.
and that's what's
This show is not for you.
and that's just par for the course. That's just
Yeah,
par for the
but
course
this show is not for
when you're
you.
watching an indie event. It's just par for the
Okay.
course. Okay, it's not
Well,
for me.
that's
It's
not what this show is, though.
All right.
This is not
It's
some
not.
fucking. This is not some little gymnasium show, dude. This is a 10,000 seat arena, dude. This is the biggest indie show in the history of wrestling right now. Like I said, no one sold this much tickets outside of mainstream wrestling. You know, I mean, look at how long has TNA been around? ROH, PWG. I mean, these guys that put on big time shows, sell a shitload of tickets. They've never sold this many tickets. This is like a super card, dude. I mean, New Japan, Bullet Club. This is like some of the hottest shit going on in wrestling outside of the mainstream right now. That's who this show is for. I mean, Okada's coming to this show. This dude's been the New Japan champion for like 2 years. You know, he just broke the all-time record from Tanahashi. I mean, that's who this show is. The Young Bucks, you know, Cody Rhodes, Kenny Omega, Marty Scurll, you know, Pentagon, you know, Ray Phoenix. These are all the biggest names in indie wrestling. I mean, so I understand what you're saying. I mean, there's some indie shows where there's like one or two big names and the rest of the card are local dudes. You have no fucking clue who any of them are. But this is not that, dude. This is like the biggest indie show there is. So, like, yeah, that's what sold these tickets, you know. No one's buying this show thinking maybe CM Punk is going to show up. They're thinking, you know, the fucking Bullet Club are here, the Young Bucks, Cody, Omega, you know, that's who bought these tickets. I mean, this is a huge fucking show. This is going to be the biggest show outside of WWE or New Japan pretty much ever, you know. I mean, even I underestimated how big this show was going to actually be.
Why?
And maybe CM Punk does show up, but I don't think they're going to pay. I mean, if they weren't sold out and they're going into this show and it's like, holy shit, we only sold half our tickets. Yeah, let's announce CM. That'll instantly sell out.
CM Punk's not $1 million.
You don't think he's going to ask for a shit ton of money to show up on his first? How much money do you think CM Punk is getting? How much money do you think he gets just to sign autographs?
How much would Jericho?
Got to be a shitload of money.
How much would Jericho get?
I think CM Punk can ask more than Jericho right now, just because
Nope.
he hasn't done it. He hasn't been back for so long. You pay more for the big return, you know.
No,
that's like a one-time thing.
Regular payday, dude. It's a regular.
That's a one-time thing. His return is a one-time thing.
His return to the WWE ring is a one-time thing, and that.
Yeah, I think his return to any ring would be a lot of money.
What about the UFC ring? I think he got his payday there, right?
I don't think he's worth shit in the UFC right now after that first fight.
But he got his money, though. Didn't he get paid?
Yeah, but even that was a one-time thing. His first fight was like, ooh, and then he got his ass beat, and I guarantee you he's making a lot less money now.
You're still watching that pay-per-view, though, right? You're still watching the fight?
No, I'm actually not. I have no interest in seeing him fight at all.
Did you watch the first one?
Yeah, I watched the first one.
All right. So
like I said, it's the first one that's the money maker, you know? If he won, I'd be interested because I'd be like, oh, he won. Now I want to see him take a step up and face the next level. But he lost, so he's going to face someone even worse. So I have no interest in that.
All right. So what about when Ronda Rousey lost her match then? her when Ronda Rousey lost her match in the
The
UFC.
first one,
Yeah, the only one
Holly
she
Holm.
lost. The only one she
She
lost.
lost too, man.
She lost.
She
Oh, that's
lost.
right.
She
That's
came
right.
back and
That's
got
right.
her
That's
ass
right. That's
beat
right.
even
That's right.
worse.
I remember that. Yeah, that was pretty bad.
I watched both of them, but that like is a different story because it's not like Punk was some undefeated phenom that lost, so you wanted to see how he's gonna come back from his loss. You know,
Yeah, but don't act like
she
you're not.
was like a phenom.
Don't act like you're not gonna watch it. You watch it fucking every single random, um, uh, 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 sports entertainment kind of thing, and fucking. You're telling me you're not gonna watch that match?
I mean, I might catch a replay. Certainly something I wouldn't pay for. I mean, if I'm around and it's on, I might check it out, but it's not something I'm gonna go out of my way to watch. I mean, just because it's sports entertainment doesn't mean I'm automatically interested. I mean, Batista fucking has done fights. Lashley's done fights. I mean, Alberto Del Rio's done fights. I mean, none of it has done anything for
Yeah,
me.
but
You know,
none of them had the pipe bomb.
yeah, none of them were on the level of CM Punk because he was a big mainstream star. But I mean, we've seen it. I mean, and I don't like really expect anything different. So, I mean, if he goes out there and knocks this guy the fuck out, then yeah, I'm definitely watching the third fight because now I'm interested again. But I mean, aside from that, but either way, I mean, All In, you're gonna watch All In, right? I mean, the buzz about All In.
No,
I
you
mean,
just told me it's not for me. 1 second.
isn't that a big enough indie show? He's so sensitive. He's just such a sensitive bitch. He's like, "Oh, it's not for me. I'm not gonna watch it."
What's that?
Hey, welcome back. I was saying, welcome back, buddy.
Did you hold it down for me?
I was saying, look at him being such a sensitive bitch now. Oh, it's not for me. I'm not gonna watch it.
No, well, you told me it's not for me, right? It's not.
Because you said yourself that you don't, you're not averse to the indies, so it's not for you. That's like if I don't watch the WWE and then, I'm like, oh, I don't know who this WrestleMania card is for. You'll be like, well, it's not for you, motherfucker. You don't watch this shit. I mean, how can you be into something if you don't know who the players are, right?
Just for the sheer, like, what are you talking about? That's not. I don't know who any football players are, but I still like football.
Okay, then, but then that's your whole argument then. You're saying you only watch, an indie show if you know who's involved and if it sounds good.
No, I never said that. I never said that. No, it's
what did you just say?
I said that it's anytime anybody watches an indie show, it's par for the course that you're not going to know half of the motherfuckers that are on that card because guess what? Half of those motherfuckers that are on the card, it's their first or second match.
No, see, but that's where you're wrong. How you have been out of the indies for a while, obviously.
I'm just saying, it's not necessarily a first second match, but I'm just like you know what I'm saying? Like they haven't.
Yeah, I understand, but there's level of indies. I mean, when I talk indies, I'm talking, PWG, ROH, Chikara, Evolve. I mean, I'm talking Rev Pro. I mean, these are not, these are indies, but these are indies where everyone on the card. Everyone on the card is an established name.
How about this?
I'm not talking the local promotion that you go down the street and watch.
Of all the indie fucking shows that you've ever seen, okay? If you want your credit, for being the indie dude, why don't you tell me the best indie card, right, that's out there for me to go watch and for me to go and turn around and be like, wow, every single person on that card deserves for me to know them, to know who they are. Why don't you go ahead and tell me that?
You can pick any PWG show now.
You pick the show. You pick the show. Actually,
you go to watch any PWG show because PWG is basically a super indie now. PWG a few years ago, and they're right in Cali, so this should be right up your alley.
No, I know.
They used to book a lot of indie guys.
You're painting a picture of me of a like a what's that Cyrus? Remember Cyrus I only like the network type shit. No, man. No,
I'm not, dude. I'm just saying. Recently, you pretty much have admitted to me that you're not up on your indies. You don't know a lot of the guys. I mean, I went through the All In lineup which is basically the cream of the crop of the indies, and you didn't know who half the guys
Well,
were.
I know Cody Rhodes. I know
Yeah,
the
but
Young
you
Bucks.
didn't
I
know
know
half the lineup,
I
dude.
know
So I'm just
I know
saying.
Colt Cabana. I know
Well, Cole Banner's not on that show, man.
he
Well,
should be.
I'm saying PWG is basically they don't book local dudes anymore. PWG is like an all-star show now. They book the top guys
All
from
right,
every promotion to
but
come in.
that doesn't they don't they have. I've never seen them to have like the perfect card. There are some fucking matches on there
That's
that.
because you don't know who the guys are on the
Well,
card because you
sometimes
don't keep up with the
they have
indies.
joke matches. They have like shitty joke matches on PWG and fucking, like
That's because they're diverse, dude. Not every match has to be a fucking classic. You gotta have the high flyers. You gotta have the technical guys. You gotta have the brawlers. You gotta have the comedy guys. That's what the show is. You have to have a combination, man. I'm just saying, dude, indie wrestling is super hot right now. I'm not saying, everything is amazing. I mean, yeah, some of it is too much. I mean, I love New Japan, but I mean, shit, they've had so much shows lately. It's hard to sit through a 5-hour show, even when I know the guys, I mean, because a lot of the matches don't mean anything. So I'll just watch the last 2 or 3 main events, because, it has meaning to it. But I'm just saying, there's a lot of good shit going on in indie wrestling now. It's just that, you're just not watching it. That's what I'm saying. I'm not dissing you. I'm not hating on you. I'm just saying that you don't watch it. So, I don't see how you can say, like, these guys are nobodies. I don't know these guys.
I never said that, dude.
Just because you don't know them doesn't. Yeah, but you said that indie shows are like 2 or 3 big names and everyone else is in like their first or second match. That's like pretty ignorant because, I mean, WrestleMania weekend alone should tell you how big indie wrestling is. I mean, remember WrestleMania weekend 5, 6 years ago? It was WrestleMania, and then it was what? ROH would run some shows. It was like 2 or 3 indies running on WrestleMania weekend. This past WrestleMania weekend, there was what? 20, 30 shows, and almost every one of them sold out. Doesn't that tell you that indie wrestling right now is super hot and everyone knows who they are?
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, dude.
Well, the thing is that it's all like NXT now, so all the indie wrestlers that I did know
Look at you
are
with
all
this.
in NXT
Look at this
now.
shit, man. You're such a hater.
What do you mean?
You are so lucky to be right there. You can go to these goddamn all-star shows in PWG, but you're going to be a hater and sit at home and watch these horrible WWE Network pay-per-views and tell me they're good. Fucking hater. Seriously. All right, you know what? Backlash. Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton sucked.
So,
Carmella and Charlotte Flair sucked.
Nope.
Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn sucked.
No way. Yo,
Sucked.
That Braun Strowman going around the ring and clotheslining those dudes. Oh my God, I've never seen a regular. Yo, that was so dope, man. That was
when
so
he
good.
runs over Kevin Owens every week.
That's so
I love
good,
that.
dude. That's so good, dude.
That is good. That is good.
Come on, man. Like,
And you know what? Kevin Owens takes the best fucking bumps
he
for the
flips.
Braun
Like, he
Strowman.
flips.
He will fucking die for Braun Strowman.
dude, that's
And
so good.
they had a great match on Raw too. They had a great match on Raw, but that Braun Strowman Bobby Lashley team is horrible. That's such a waste of both, man.
You know what it's doing? It's setting up a feud between them.
Yeah, well, let's just get there because that's horrible. And did you see that fucking Bobby Lashley interview on Raw where he's like, "Oh, I love my sister"? What the fuck? That was horrible.
I was like, why am I watching this? Like,
Exactly.
everyone was telling me
That made him look like
yo,
such a bitch.
First of all, you were telling me like, yo, Bobby Lashley, oh, he's gotten better, he's gotten better. He's better now. He's better now.
In the ring, I said in the ring.
No.
I didn't say talking.
Oh,
He's still horrible talking.
what the fuck is he talking about? Why would they air that? You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I have no idea.
why would they air that? Like,
Oh, my first sister, she was so mean. She gave me this scar right here.
she would always carry a broom, and I'd say, sit on that broom and fly away.
Oh my god, dude, that was the most horrible thing I've ever fucking
My
seen.
third sister would always carry around this blanket until one bully took it away from her. And I made sure I got it back. What?
Oh my lord, dude, that was so horrible. I was
Yo,
like, what the fuck are you guys? And this is the guy that you're gonna feud with Braun Strowman?
no,
This guy?
no, they're
Oh
gonna
my.
feud him with fucking with what's it called, Lesnar.
Oh god. And you know what? That would actually be pretty good, but they're making him look like such a bitch now that it's like, god damn. He should just be tearing through people. He should be tearing through people and being like, if he came out, beat the shit out of everyone, grabbed the microphone and said, Brock Lesnar, you think you're a badass, I was there with you. I was a top guy back then with you. You left, I left too. You went to go fight, I went to go fight too. You know what the difference is? I've had 3 times as many fights as you. I've won 3 times as many fights as you. I'm a bad motherfucker. That would be so much better than my sister. Like what? I don't know what the fuck they're doing with him. They tease he's gonna feud with Elias. They immediately pull him out of that, and now they're setting him up with Braun. So I don't know what they're doing with him, but it's horrible.
Yeah, I
Uh,
fucking hate Bobby Lashley, bro.
you hate Bobby Lashley?
I just hate
Yeah.
him. I just don't think he's. I don't think he's worth
Well,
watching.
they've presented him so horrible. I don't blame you. I mean, what about Reigns and Joe? Do
Right.
you buy into this? Do you buy into this report that they're asking they want Roman Reigns opponents to do like boring moves and to wrestle real slow to kind of get the crowd to turn on them and cheer for Reigns? I mean, that sounds kind of like something I wouldn't believe,
I thought
but
he's turning heel. He's turning heel, isn't
yeah,
he?
but did you see Samoa Joe like laying in a chin lock for like 20 damn minutes? I mean,
But that's Samoa
it
Joe, though.
almost
That's what he does.
yeah, but Samoa Joe, he came out there and the crowd was behind him and he literally got the crowd to turn on him and start chanting boring and how much they hated it. I mean, I don't know, dude. That main event was pretty horrible. I mean, I think Samoa Joe could have gone out there and had a
Well,
kick-ass
usually,
match.
usually when they put like a chin lock on or something like that, it's usually because like somebody was injured or they need to uh, change
Right.
something in the match or something like that. You know. So
Well, I mean, it's usually just a rest hold. Because look, they had long ass chin locks in the women's title match too, but that's just because Carmella can't really put together a long match at this point, so they needed to rely on that. I mean, I thought that main event was horrible. You like that main event?
um, oh shit.
What the fuck is this guy doing? This motherfucker, I tell you, man.
The main event of Samoa Joe and I thought AJ and fucking AJ and Nakamura should have been the main event because it's the title. And, why
Yeah,
isn't the title fucking the main event?
well, I
That
think
makes
it's
sense.
because they knew the ending. They didn't want to main event go off the air with that DQ finish with the low
No,
blows.
why not? Why not? That's the perfect way.
I'm I would have rather gone off with that than fucking Reigns and Joe.
I mean,
You're gonna get booed anyway. You were going off with Reigns standing tall.
I thought
They should know that by now.
Samoa Joe looked good in that fight, but then Reigns winning kind of surprised me. But I was like, of course he's gonna win. He's just like if he lost that, he would have been way too weak looking.
Yeah, he's so weak looking already. Anyway, it's just this. You know what though? I don't appreciate that they made all the SmackDown guys look so weak. I mean, it just shows that they only care about Raw.
Of
I
course
mean,
they only care
Miz,
about Raw.
Joe, like they made SmackDown look so shitty. Going off
SmackDown, no. SmackDown has always been like the
the
um,
B show.
yeah. Well, it's just been now it's kind of the better show, because
Yeah, it has the better roster right now.
yeah, like I like SmackDown just because it's kind of like straight up. Like I could watch the wrestling match and just kind of be like, oh, that was kind of entertaining, rather than Raw is more like a soap opera that I love to watch. I love the fucking soap opera, but fucking it's Raw.
All right, so let's talk about like Money in the Bank's coming up, right? Now we know what's going on, but let me ask you, this might be fun. So Money in the Bank, it's like 4 from SmackDown, 4 from Raw. So if you could choose who would your four from Raw and four for SmackDown be going into Money in the Bank? Put together your dream Money in the Bank match with the current rosters they have right now.
Okay.
What would you put together?
My 4 from Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Finn Balor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Finn Balor. Seth Rollins.
Mm-hmm. That's a good choice.
Um, what else is on fucking Raw, bro?
Who else
Oh,
is
wait a
on?
minute. Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens.
Yeah, Owens is on Raw. Zayn is on
Yeah.
Raw.
So,
Roman,
Kevin Owens, Finn Balor, uh, Seth
Cena,
Rollins, and
Jinder,
and
Elias, Rude,
Rusev and Rusev.
Bray, Brock.
No, and Dolph Ziggler. So
You put Ziggler in there.
Ziggler,
So you go Balor, Rollins, Owens, and Ziggler.
right?
That's a pretty good lineup. Oh, what about SmackDown?
And then SmackDown would be Joe,
Mm-hmm.
um, um the Usos, both Usos,
You put both Usos in?
both Usos, and then
That's interesting.
yeah, that would be so dope. Wouldn't that be dope?
That would be interesting,
Yeah.
especially if they ended up,
There can
facing
only
off
be
with
one.
each other.
Of course, they're gonna face off against each other. But
Yeah,
like,
that'd be interesting.
but and then Daniel Bryan.
And then you could have them doing a whole dynamic where they clear the ring. They take everyone out, and then they have to go at it with each other. Yeah, that would be pretty.
You know what I'm
interesting.
saying? And Daniel Bryan would be my last one.
It's a pretty good line. So out of that, then who do you have winning that? Then
Kevin Owens.
you have Kevin Owens win. And so how would you handle the cash in? Then he has to cash in on Raw, so he has to cash in on Brock.
Do it that night. Do it. A summer. No.
Well, Brock is the champ, though.
Well, he would do it on SmackDown, though.
Oh, but that's not how they're working it. You have to cash in on your own champ this year.
You do.
Yeah, because they have two brands. Yeah, you win. You have to challenge your own brand's champion. So he has to challenge Brock, or would you wait?
Well,
till Brock loses it?
Brock's gonna lose it at SummerSlam. Brock's
To who?
Brock's losing
To
it
Braun, you think?
to whoever he's fight. Like it's either Braun or Lashley or fucking Roman, one of those
Okay.
three. He's losing.
So
at
you
Summer-
wouldn't have Kevin cash in on Brock, then you'd
No,
cash it
'cause
on.
He's already
whoever
tried.
beats Brock.
He's already been. He's already been to Suplex City. So, and then I would have him cash in on whoever. Yeah. So maybe it would be. It's gonna be Roman. It's gonna be Roman.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it is going to be Roman.
Yeah.
So you would go with Kevin. You don't think he's been too damaged with all the shit that's been going on to be a top guy?
I think he needs to get away from Sami Zayn for sure, but no, he's definitely a top guy when he's by himself. When he's away from Sami Zayn, yeah, he's a top guy.
You don't like Sami Zayn at all, do you?
I don't, man. It's just something about his face. You know what I'm saying?
I won't rehash it. We've gone through this whole Sami Zayn conversation, but yeah, you really don't like Sami Zayn.
I mean,
I'm surprised you didn't put Jinder in there. You love Jinder so much.
Jinder doesn't. I don't want to see Jinder on a fucking ladder, bro. Like Jinder, like he's more of like a main event kind of fucking. Like I want to see him going up against Brock Lesnar. I want to see him going up against Samoa Joe, things like that. I don't want to see him on a ladder.
You think he can sell those kind? You think he's good enough to pull off those main events?
Yeah. Yo.
You think he's good enough to pull that off?
First of all, all these guys, all of them, every single one of them is good enough to do it. By the way, like all of them are good enough because they're there. They're doing the damn thing already. So yeah, of course they're good enough.
I don't think everyone's equal, though. I mean, it's not like they're all on a equal playing field.
Everyone has the potential, and that's why they got signed. You know what I'm saying? Like they wouldn't have gotten signed if they didn't have the potential.
Yeah, some of them got signed because they're tall. Some of them got signed because they're jacked. Some of them got signed because they could talk. You know what I mean?
And all of them got signed because they could sell matches, bro.
I don't know about all that,
bro. That's why the indies are the indies, and that's why.
I mean, if that was true, that's like saying anybody can be a main event guy, you know, and that's not true.
That's not true. I didn't say anybody could be a main event guy. I said all of them have the potential to sell fucking matches. Is what I said.
I guess. All right, so I'm thinking. I mean, I wouldn't put any current champions into the match because I think champions should have their own thing going on. So I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like Jeff Hardy or someone in there, but he's already got a title. I don't think you need him in there.
You don't need Jeff Hardy in there.
Yeah, and I mean, I think for Jeff Hardy's own safety, you should not put him in there because he's gonna want to fucking jump off of 6 ladders through 15 tables or some shit, you know.
For that shit, he just got back from injury. Don't.
Yeah, he needs to chill. But yeah, I think like for SmackDown, I definitely put the Miz in there because I think Miz would be a good addition to that. I put Rusev in there, get the crowd behind someone. I definitely put Joe in there also, because I think Daniel Bryan's too big for the match at this point. I leave him out. I think I'd want to like put like a new guy in there to like get him, going. I put Almas in there. I think I think Almas would be really good in that match. Raw, I definitely put Balor in there. I mean, I would put Rollins in, but he's got a title, so I think I'd hold off on that. I'd put Elias in there because I think you can do some entertaining shit with Elias. I mean, I think it would be crazy, like everyone's going crazy, falling off ladders, and he just decides to put on a concert in the middle of that shit. That could be entertaining. And I'd put Owens and Zayn in there because I think you could tell the story of them, helping each other, kind of like with the Usos, them teaming together, and then finally they just turn on each other. And I'd go with Elias. I think Elias has such a high ceiling. I think I'd let him win it. I think that would be great for him to do it. And then plus every time he comes out too, you don't know if he's cashing in, if he's doing a show, I think Elias has a lot of potential right now. And I think Money in the Bank should be for like, I don't think you should give it to someone already established, like a Joe or a Finn or someone that doesn't need Money in the Bank to get a world title shot. I mean, Balor, Joe, Miz, these guys can just go out and get a title shot. Someone like Elias, he needs like he needs the work to get into that match,
Yeah, see,
he needs to kind of sneak in there.
The way I see Elias, man, I see Elias like another Brodus Clay. Like he's just a show, and it's gonna get tired real quick. And he's not title. He's not on the path to a title because he's intermission. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like the comic relief that people get in the middle of the fucking. He's like Santino. He's like Santino. Like he's awesome. Trust me, I love him. I think he's cool, but he's not. Like when he comes out every week, he's not talking about getting a fucking title. You
don't think he's a level above a comedy guy though?
Oh, don't get me wrong. He's very skilled at what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, he's not Santino.
I'm not saying I'm just saying like that's the road he's on. Like he's not chasing a title. He's trying to put a smile on our faces. He's trying to entertain. He's more concerned about entertaining than title chasing. You feel me? Like he's not getting a title.
But don't you think like him winning something like Money in the Bank though would be?
But he didn't.
Yeah. But don't you think if he would get into Money in the Bank and win it, don't you think that would be the thing that could push him right to that next level, where he moves up?
That would push that's technically what Money in the Bank is, bro. It's like you.
Yeah, but not everyone is ready or like deserves it. I think he would be great for that role. I mean, last year's Money in the Bank, Baron Corbin and Carmella. I mean, I think that was like probably two of the worst Money in the Bank decisions they've ever made.
Carmella
at the same time, she's a great character. I know you're obsessed with her, dude,
bro,
but I'm thinking with my head, not my penis. She's alright,
You're so lame,
You just like her fucking ring attire, fucking
bro. Hell
pervert.
yeah, I like her ring attire.
Oh
Anyway,
shit, we didn't even talk about fucking Nia. Did you see that horrible promo she cut after she won that match?
um,
Oh, that was horrible.
there was this. I mean, it was kind of yeah, bro. Like, I don't like Nia Jax. She's all right. I like Alexa Bliss, and I don't. I hate this fucking. I hate this
Storyline.
storyline, and it's tired already. And it's
It
like,
is kind of horrible. Like it's so hard. Like especially seeing that match when you've got Nia who's like 3 times her size, and we got to buy that Alexa's bullying her. That's
yeah,
a hard sell. That's a really hard sell.
you know what? And like, you shouldn't be fucking sitting there and trying to, like, I don't know. Alexa's just looking out for her, you know. Alexa's just worried about her health, you know. So
I guess so, dude. If you say so. All right. Well, what the fuck else is there to talk about?
I don't know what's up with that silver dildo in your mouth.
What's up with who?
What is that, dude? What are you playing with right there? Oh, is it
This is
the?
my motherfucking can opener. Because I need to go get more beer, but I'm lazy to stand up.
Oh, what else is there? So, yeah, I think
We
that.
talked about Backlash, we talked about Raw, we talked about SmackDown, we talked about All In. There's a bunch of ROH World to World shows. They all look pretty horrible.
Oh,
Nothing really worth
yo,
watching.
John Cena broke up with fucking Nikki Bella.
Oh yeah. And do you hear his fucking Carmella?
No,
Have you not heard that rumor?
I have not heard that, but yo,
That shit is all over the internet right now,
props
dude.
John Cena, dude. Props. John Cena's a man, dog.
Hey, he looks horrible. Did you see him? He's like growing a beard and shit.
That's what's
He
up,
does
bro.
not. He does not look good with that beard, though. He looks weird as shit.
Why? What do you give a shit if John Cena grows a beard or not? Let him
He just
fucking.
looks funny, dude. It doesn't
Just because
match.
he's been clean cut John Cena his whole fucking
Not
20 years.
everyone. Not
So
yeah,
fucking,
not everyone can pull off a beard. I'm just gonna leave it
yeah,
at that. You
I
know what
mean,
I'm saying?
yeah, not everybody.
Yeah, not like me, motherfucker.
Yeah, cause
Nah, that's like a baby beard, you know.
it's not a baby
It's
beard.
it ain't my beard though, you know.
It's the first.
This
of
is
all,
like
First of all, this is man art. All right, that's what I call it. Man.
that's
art.
what
Man art.
man art, motherfucker. If that's man art, then this is the motherfucking Picasso. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because your face is all fucked up. all
I'm gonna fuck up your face, motherfucker.
right, all right, all right.
It's chill with that.
That's enough. That's
Do
enough
you,
of that.
do you think that's bullshit? Do you think that shit is? Do you think it's legit, or do you think it's like for their show and ratings and stuff?
What?
That their breakup and shit.
Hell yeah, it's legit, dude. Hell yeah, it's legit.
All right,
Wow.
I believe they broke up, but I mean, do you think that they're gonna play it up like for ratings and shit?
Play it up as I don't think they're gonna play it up at all, man. I think so. The way it's always been is that John Cena does not play for that show. Do you watch that show? John
No, I
Cena
don't.
does not give a fuck about that show, dude. John Cena's like, yo, like, all right, you could film in my house, but like, you know, don't get this shit in my face, kind of thing. John Cena is not like being on that show.
But so you think that they just so happened to be there during the moment they had their big breaking up conversation?
No, but
Yeah, I
but
think that
actually,
you,
yes.
you believe they
Actually, yes.
reenacted that.
No, actually, yes. I believe that he did that. They did have that conversation on camera because they've had so many other conversations on camera, man. They've had their whole
Yeah,
relationship.
but I mean, don't you? I mean, if you're about to have that moment, like let's say this is legit, this
Find
is
me a picture
100%
of
real,
Carmella and fucking.
and you're gonna have that moment, don't you think they would be like, can we turn off the cameras, or can we go somewhere where we're not on camera?
Have you
You're
seen
gonna
it?
have
Have you
that
seen it?
moment
Have you
on
seen it?
your fucking life. Have seen what? I've seen the preview for them having that talk. That's why I'm thinking that that's like a reenactment. They probably did that, then came back and reshot that, you know, which is pretty fucked up thing to ask. I mean, imagine going to the producer and being like, "Yeah, we just broke up. This is like the worst moment in our life," and they're like, "Oh, can we do a retake on that? Can we get that on film?" You know, I probably felt kind of shitty.
All right, hold on a second. By the way, we're
Where what?
Okay, there are some rumors going around that says John Cena and Carmella are dating. These rumors are not true, and we were told that it originated on a blind item blog on Monday morning, and that it got picked up by a few wrestling sites. One person in WWE tells that it is still a chance that Nikki Bella and John Cena will wind up back together at one point.
There's all kinds of rumors. There's also rumors that they're actually saying that WWE has been putting out their own rumors about how Nikki is still staying with John Cena and shit because they're trying to, I guess, quiet down the John Cena Carmella rumors when Nikki herself has said that she's staying with Daniel and Nikki. She's staying with Brian and Brie, but now rumors are like, oh, she's still staying with John. So they're actually saying WWE is trying to put out their own rumors, making people think that, you know, there's still a chance because they don't want, you know, the Cena Carmella shit to get any traction going. But I mean, I don't know. I mean, either way, it's kind of fucked up.
Yo, so this is not the first time that they broke up, actually.
They broken up before?
Yeah, they broke up early this year. Apparently, John Cena and Nikki Bella's recent breakup isn't the first time the two split. Nikki Bella revealed in an interview that they had broken up earlier this year. Their differences of wanting and not wanting kids, basically the same reason they split just a few weeks ago.
You know, it's weird. Like, John Cena's like, he's actually slowing down at this point. You think this is when he would be ready to have some kids, you know?
This is when, no. First of all, this is when he's ready to go beast mode, dude. He's ready to go crazy on these fucking hoes, dude. John Cena. John Cena.
Yeah. You don't think John Cena would be like the best fucking dad, though?
Yo, John Cena would be a cool best friend. Tell you.
He would be the best fucking dad, though. Like,
you want to call? John
I don't know.
Cena
I don't think he's ready to sell down. I call John Cena daddy. I love for John Cena to be my daddy. Shit.
Yo, that's the funny.
I was just saying, dude, I would fucking love if John Cena was man. No disrespect to my real father, but I mean, if I had to trade him in for John Cena, I mean, shit, I could do worse, you know? I could do a lot worse. Babe, can you grab me a beer?
So, what do you think about the Iconics, brother?
I fucking love the Iconics, yo.
The Iconics, dude. They are.
My girl hates the Iconics, dude.
I love the Iconics.
She hates the fuck out of them, and I'm like, that just means they're doing their job, though, you know? Thank you. I don't know. I think they're awesome. I love when they do their impressions because they're like the most horrible impressions. Every impression's exactly the same, but it's so good.
They are like they're very they wouldn't work separate, but they work very well together.
Yeah,
you know?
they're really good together.
Yeah,
and like that
too.
That Peyton girl, she could get a little better in the ring, but character wise, she's on point.
I can't even tell the difference between them. Tell you the truth, and that might be racist, but it's true.
How can you not tell the difference, man? Like they're way different looking.
Tell you the truth, I can't. All I'm looking at is their ass. By the way, like I'll tell you, like I swear, I'm just like looking at those shirts, like they.
All Australians look the same to you.
Yeah,
that's racist, mate.
Racist.
No, I like the Iconics though. They're dope.
Yeah, I like them too.
Hey, New Japan has a big show coming up. Mister, you want to get into some indie wrestling?
No, I don't want to get into indie wrestling.
No, the Dominion show coming up. Definitely you should watch it. I mean, Kenny Omega, Okada, IWGP World Title, 2 out of 3 falls. They've had 3 matches that were all over 5-star rated matches. This is 2 out of 3 falls. That's going to be amazing. Jericho versus Naito is going to be on that show. Jericho just returned to New Japan. They're finally going to do that match. Rey Mysterio is going to be on that show. Young Bucks are going to challenge for the tag titles on that show. Dominion next month. Watch that show. You know, get yourself versed on some New Japan so we can talk about something other than the fucking WWE every week.
Well, I do watch.
You know what I'm saying?
What, you've been watching New Japan every week?
No, I watch the big shows, and this is like the biggest show they've had in a while. It's worth checking out. I ain't got time to fucking watch New Japan every week, motherfucker. I work
Right.
12
So
hours a
exactly.
day.
So I'm in the same boat. So what makes you think
Yeah,
that?
you don't work 12 hours a day, fool. You don't even have a job.
What?
Yeah, I know you're hustling. I mean, I have a real job.
I'm not hustling anything.
I asked you, what do you do for a living? And you told me, I hustle, motherfucker.
No, I
That's
never said
what,
that.
that was
Why?
your exact words, motherfucker. I said,
All
where do you
right.
work? What do you do? And you said, I hustle, motherfucker. I make money. That's what you told me,
Why would
motherfucker.
you fucking say this, man? Like, first of all,
I'm not saying you're selling drugs or nothing. I'm just saying you said you hustle. That could mean anything, man. We all hustle, dude. I'm hustling too. I'm just hustling, officially on the clock.
you talk too much, trauma.
Fuck.
Um,
I've had a lot of alcohol.
so how long have we been going so far?
I don't know, motherfucker. You're the time, man.
I think that's about it, man. I think that we're good. I think about an hour. We did an hour.
Yeah, that sounds good,
Oh,
man.
you
We
know
ain't had
what?
like
Actually,
5 shows to talk about like
have
last week.
have you heard of like the new Cottonmouth Kings album, bro?
Nah, I haven't.
Dude,
And
it's really good.
really, so who's left?
It's
Is
Saint
it just
it's Saint Dog, it's Saint
Saint
Dog,
Dog's back?
Saint Dog, D-Loc, and Johnny Richter, and it's just the original three.
Well, that's not the original three. The
Well, no, no,
original
no, that's the original
Daddy
three.
X.
No,
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 Daddy X was the original three, right? Didn't
nope.
Johnny Richter come later?
Johnny Richter was a part of the band at first. Then Daddy X saw them and was like, "Yo, let's do it like this." And then they moved to L.A. and Johnny Richter stayed behind.
Oh
And
shit.
and then like when they got like poppin', Johnny Richter then joined because
Saint Dog
Saint
left.
Dog left, right, or got kicked out, right? So
That's
do you want it? It's pretty fucking good, man. It's like
I mean, I can check it out. I'm honestly Saint. Fuck, Daddy X is like my favorite of all of them, though.
Daddy X not Daddy X is the shady one, dude. Daddy X is they
Well, I'm not talking about personality wise, but I mean
the
like
rapper
as a
wise.
solo artist, I like his music better
Mm-hmm.
than like group wise. All of their solo shit. I mean, you
D-Loc,
got Daddy X's solo shit. I mean, Organic Soul is better than anything any of them have put out as a solo album.
no, D-Loc's album.
You don't think Organic Soul is the best?
It had three fucking good songs on there, 3 or 4 good songs.
And D-Lo had how many good songs? Like one?
No, D-Loc has been releasing some fire, dude.
Which one? Made for Kings?
No, there's
That's the only one I like.
Go look at his fucking YouTube page, man. Like he's killing it, man.
I'm kind of over Cottonmouth Kings, man.
I mean, their story is kind of incredible to me. Like, they're fucking, I've been listening to them for a long time. I've got them tattooed on me, and
Yeah.
and the last 4 or 5 years it's been such a sad story, and now all of a sudden
Yeah.
D-Loc is kind of like grabbing the reins and going and getting a Saint Dog and going and getting fucking Johnny Richter. And
Is Dirtball out?
Dirtball's gone. Dirtball's not in it, right? So thank God.
Yeah, he never really was a
Yeah,
king anyway.
And it's like the first time I've heard him say like "Rip R.I.P. Pakalika," which is like fucking a. Finally, I've never heard that, and then and then DJ Bobby B. They need to get him back too. Like Saint Daddy X like broke everybody up. I feel like he's crazy. I think I don't know. I want to make a documentary, dude, on Cottonmouth Kings.
Is Subnoise even still a thing?
Suburban Noise is not well, yes, it is a thing. Subnoise is, but it's Cottonmouth Kings are not on it. It's like Big B is on it and Potluck is on it, and that's about it.
Damn.
Yeah.
Man, Subnoise was fucking so dope back in the day.
Yeah.
You had KMK, you had fucking Swollen Members, you had La Coca Nostra, you had Opium, you had fucking everyone was on that shit back in the day. Unwritten Law, Mickey Avalon, shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, the same
Yeah.
thing with Psychopathic, and then
Yeah.
like the Dark Carnival games got shut down this past weekend
Because of fucking Body Bag Syndicate and shit.
Why? What happened? Do you know what happened?
Well, apparently Body Bag Syndicate, I don't know who the fuck that is. They're like some rap group.
Yeah, they're not that great.
And
I've heard 'em.
yeah, well they were in some beef with some dudes online, and I guess those dudes that they were beefing with online for like a year straight, like they were beefing with them online, and they were at the Dark Carnival games, and apparently the Body Bag Syndicate showed up at the Dark Carnival games with guns and shit, and they were like threatening people, and they beat up some people, and then they shut the whole fucking thing down.
Wow.
So yeah, so a lot of people are like, "Fuck Body Bag Syndicate" online right now because they shut that shit down.
Oh, fuck them, dude. That's kind of fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
I
They're
don't even know
garbage.
who
They're
they
fucking
are.
garbage anyway, dude.
So much garbage nowadays, dude. I don't even listen to fucking any new music, man.
Yeah, no, Swag Tooth. I like the Ouija kid. I like him a lot. He's really good. Um,
I haven't really heard anything I'm that digging yet. I heard that Ghost song that's like blowing up. I mean,
um,
eh, it's alright.
if I send you a song, right, I'll send you a song. Play it right now. I want to see your reaction. Let's get your reaction to it
Oh
live.
my god, I'm gonna have to listen to music on here and fucking react to it.
Yeah.
That's a lot of pressure, man. Do you like the Lars CD?
What Lars CD? No, I did not like that CD, bro. I thought
I do not like Bizarre at all.
I hate
I like
Bizarre.
Gordy, but Bizarre is like so horrible. So who do you think the new artist on Magic Ninja is?
Nova Rockefeller.
Nova Rockefeller.
Hmm.
I don't know who that
It's a girl.
is. Ew. I hope that works out better than fucking Razakel and Blase Rose. Anytime someone tries to sign a female, never works out.
Yeah, she's like my favorite MC. Like, she's been one of my favorite MCs for a long time. I sent you a link.
Where the fuck is it? I don't see it.
In your messages. Click on the. There's a show I am, right by the bars.
I got it. Is this the same? Dude, motherfucker, this is the exact same video you showed me the last time.
Obviously.
You showed me this the last time, and I told you I like the other guy better. You don't remember that shit? You showed me this, and I said I like the other guy better.
I show a lot of people that video, actually.
And then you were like, yeah, the other guy's dope too.
All right, then, G. Well, then, on that note,
God.
suspend your disbelief for another 2 weeks, and I'll see you then, brother.
Hey, if some shit pops off, we may be back sooner. But if not, yeah, 2 weeks.
No,
works.
probably not 2 weeks.
If some shit pops off, then I will fucking.
Actually,
I'll make the schedule now. So,
so
I will tell you when we're doing the show.
That's true, but also we should make like a SoundCloud page and start putting like the audios up there on the SoundCloud instead of the.
Yeah, that'll work better, so we can at least have them collected in all one place.
Right.
Yeah, I'll work on that. I'll start up a page on all the YouTube shows and move them there.
All right. Suspend your disbelief, motherfucker.